Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Ride 4, and we are going to be doing something a little bit silly actually, if anything, to be quite honest with you. We're going to be taking this Yamaha MT125 around the longest track in the video game, and of that, of course, being the Nordschleife. Now, I started this video just simply because I just thought it'd be really funny to tackle the Nordschleife with a 125cc bike, and this being the only 125 seems to be this is the only bike we're going to be using for this particular video. Now, I was doing the dark side of Japan sort of career mode objectives the other day, and of course it all revolves around the Yamaha MT125, and well, I was playing it and I did record some of the episodes, and I was just so, I don't know, it was a bit boring if anything, because the bike only goes to 80 miles an hour and it was only around the Kanto circuit. It's only around Japanese tracks. I did basically just the Kanto circuit, and I found it just to be incredibly easy. I even tried tackling the track without even braking. I was losing concentration, and I was really having a tough time just enjoying it and concentrating on it. So I thought, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, is I'm going to see if I can maintain that level of concentration and somewhat of enjoyment for the whole duration of the Nordschleife. I have no idea how long this is going to take, but I do feel it's going to take a long time. And already my right finger has done nothing but hold down the right trigger. Occasionally I've dropped a little bit of front brake in there. I don't even think I've touched the rear brake yet. It's just simply a case of just holding down the right trigger, the R2 button on my DualShock 4 controller. And honestly, I'm beginning to regret starting this, I really am. But I think it'd be just a little bit of fun to see how long it will take this Yamaha MT125 to get around the Nordschleife. And I love the Nordschleife, I really do, and tackling it with a bike like this has actually given me some good insight on how to tackle this track, because you get to see the track in its greatest form. And what I mean by that is basically that when you're choosing a 1000cc bike or some of the best motorcycles within Ride 4, you just fly through the track without even taking any notice of the scenery or anything around it. So it's actually a good start. If you're struggling with the Nordschleife, pick a slower motorcycle, jump on this track, and you'll get a good feeling for how to tackle this track. Of course, you'll have to learn the braking markers, and you'll have to change your riding style depending on what bike you're using, but it's still not a bad idea just to jump on a slow motorcycle and have a little bit of a journey round. It is a shame that you can't pick like specific parts of the track. For example, maybe you could have a waypoint race from maybe halfway to the end, or middle towards the end but not quite the end, or this beginning to the middle. I think that would be a great time trial addition for the next ride games. Of course, the Nordschleife itself is only one track, but if you could break it down to 4 particular parts, the time trials could be very entertaining and very interesting to do. Now, it has given me an idea, because this is time trial of course, and I am thinking we will tackle a time trial challenge here in the Nordschleife with a different motorcycle. I might do a Nordschleife every now and again. I did say a while back I was going to do one every sort of month, but I never actually did. Of course, once you've tackled the Nordschleife, you don't really want to tackle it anytime soon after you've sort of nailed it and beaten it. But honestly, I actually begun to like this challenge as I went through it. I'm calling it a challenge because it was a challenge in my sort of mental state and concentration to maintain for a whole, however long this video is going to be, just to keep an eye on the actual motorcycle and just to focus on what I was doing. I did consider setting up my dual monitor as another video or something, but no, I thought I'm going to stick to the cause. I'm going to focus on the motorcycles and just see how we get on. And we're already approaching almost halfway. It's not quite halfway. We're up to a couple more corners to go, and then we will eventually reach the halfway point. But this has been a quite a quick video so far. It's actually going quicker than I expected. I'm rather enjoying talking about my antics here in the Nordschleife. I would definitely suggest giving it a try if you are new to Ride 4 or new to tackling the Nordschleife, because I actually have found it to be rather insightful. Now, I have upgraded the Yamaha MT as well, just to mention, because if I was doing it at the standard power setting that it was before any upgrades with stock tyres, the video could have gone on forever. At least it would have been close enough too. But as mentioned just a moment ago, I will be doing a time trial challenge here, so stay tuned for that one. I've decided, actually, now I've thought about it, I will definitely be doing a time trial challenge here in the Nordschleife. And I think we're overdue a return to the DrAce's time trial challenges. I said last time I won't be able to do them all the time, but I will try to get them done as much as I can. But going into turn 17, we're going to get a little bit out of shape. No, we're really not. It's just I'm trying to make it exciting, but I really can't. I'm holding down the right trigger. We're just just grinding to a halt almost, 75 miles an hour, absolutely skyrocketing. You can see I've lost a bit of concentration there as I almost went wide into the side there, but you can see the G-force, the speed of this Yamaha just absolutely thrashing through the Nordschleife. I'm sorry, I really can't make this any more exciting than what it is. It's just a bit of fun, just a bit of a joke and a bit of a laugh, but I think now, turn 18, this is the halfway mark, so we are 5.5 minutes into this one. I do suspect the lap could be roughly around 10 minutes long, so if you are enjoying this video, I mean, by all means hit the like button and consider subscribing as well. It would help out the channel quite a lot, and we're on our way to 2,500 subscribers for the end of this year, and I'd be very grateful if you could get me to that certain point. But look at us going wide there for turn 18, touching the rumble strip, very careful not to run out of shape there, but going up to 70 miles an hour once again for the left-hander, going into this difficult section. I do worry on this particular part, because look how bumpy that part of the track is. It looks like the Yamaha's going to just slip over and crash, but thankfully it didn't. But maybe this is, I just had a thought as well, maybe this is a bit of a foreshadowing, because in the near future I do want to start doing my bike license again. I did the lessons a while ago, but unfortunately I never completed it. So the foreshadow being is that maybe I will do my CBT soon, or maybe next year. I do hope on next year, middle towards the end of the year, maybe. I don't know, yeah, I'm still working things out. But go for the CBT, do that, and then get myself a 125cc. It could very well be this Yamaha MT125, because it'll have to be a 125cc that goes in the parameters of a provisional license. But that is rather exciting, actually, to think that I could be using this very same motorcycle. Of course, it'd be a lot different being on the roads and travelling on the Nordschleife. I very much doubt I'm going to just nip over to the Nordschleife for a little bit of a ride. But going around Warrington and going round up towards Manchester, maybe Alton Park on a 125cc, doesn't sound too bad on board the Yamaha MT125, but now taking it across the Nordschleife is a little bit of a different thing. But launching the Yamaha to the right-hand side here, be careful not to go onto the rumble strip there, because it can be quite deadly. I do recall doing a time trial here a long time ago, and I got stuck on that rumble strip and it just launched me off. I tell you what it might have been. It might have been for the Ride 4 live stream I did on my birthday, where I did like 20 laps of the Nordschleife. I really enjoyed that. I would like to do that once again. It's going to be rather hectic for me over Christmas to do another live stream, but I certainly don't want to forget about the concept of that, so I'm going to write that down. A Nordschleife live stream once again, and I think that's a great opportunity for me to try and do the affinity levels for the motorcycles. I've been mentioning this in previous videos, and a lot of the videos recently have included the bikes from the DLC, just because I'm trying to get all level 5 affinities for all of the DLC bikes, and some of them not as exciting as the others. Like I'm going to have to do the KTM 690 SMC one, which is not really that exciting, and the same could be said for the Harley Davidson XR1200X and RM, I think it is, from the 2002. I can't remember, I've used it that much times, and it's not far off from getting up to level 5 affinity, but we are now closing up to the final stages of this particular track, and I don't think it's been that bad, actually. It's kind of gone by. Hope you're still with me. If you are, massive thumbs up to you. I want to say thank you for hanging on that long. But now onto the left-hand side for the turn 30. So I think there's 36 corners here in the Nordschleife. But what I am concerned of is this ridiculous straight is going to be coming up any moment now. It's going to be absolutely wild in the sense of speed, feeling, and just absolute excitement going down the back straight. So here we go, we're hooking it up nicely, coming out of the corner, bring it on, look at the speed, you're going wild, people are throwing hands up in the air, look at the speed of the Yamaha MT125, charging down the back straight of the Nordschleife. I'm sorry, again, nothing's happening, I don't know what to talk about. Well, how are you anyway, how's things, how's the family, how's the dog? I have 2 cats myself, but yeah, we could talk about anything in the straight here for Nordschleife. I mean, we entered this one and it was still in the 8-minute time. This could actually take a whole minute to get there. This could be very fascinating. Very, very fascinating indeed. And just to mention as well, just a little bit of a self-plug, that DrAce merchandise is now available to be purchased via redbubble.com. All you need to do is jump onto the site, choose a design that you like, and then you can choose a piece of clothing. Maybe it's a mouse mat, maybe it's a pin, maybe it's a sticker for your favourite motorcycle, maybe it's a sticker for your Yamaha MT125, rocking it right now at home in your garage or whatever it may be, and you can chuck on the DrAce logo or even the DrAce 47. Links are in the description down below, or you can even check out the community post. But we have finally completed the back straight. It took roughly about a minute and a bit to get across the final straight, And now here we go. Make sure we don't mess it up going into the left and right hander. That would be an absolute disaster if that happened, it really would. But chugging onto left and right, left again, and then finally to the right hand side to complete the Nordschleife in just over 10 minutes with the Yamaha MT125. So by all means guys, if you want to see them times and compare it to your own, you're a brave person. But upon that note guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you do actually complete this challenge with the MT125 and let me know how you get on. But upon that note guys, thanks for watching as always. Like, comment and subscribe and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.